Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Bilal Uri. There is a big news from India. In a landmark judgment, the Bombay High Court has acquitted all 12 individuals convicted in one of India's deadliest terror attacks, the 2006 Bombay train blasts. 9 years ago, during 2015, 5 of the accused were sentenced to death and the remaining 7 were awarded life imprisonment. Although the Maharashtra government has announced to challenge this verdict in the Supreme Court, but Bombay High Court's judgment is embarrassing for Modi Sarkar. There is a big question mark on India's prosecution system. They have to answer if all the boys were innocent, why did they have to spend 18 years in prison? Even one person, Kamal Ansari, given death sentence by a trial judge, died in 2021 during custody and now he stands acquitted. We will cover all these aspects in today's vlog. Stay tuned. Before we discuss legal aspects, let's try to find out actually what happened on that fateful day. It was the 11th of July 2006. The time was just 6:20 p.m. in the evening. Needless to say that it is considered rush hour in Mumbai. So the city's lifeline, the commuter trains were packed with travelers. People were heading home after a long day, chatting, dozing off, few may be lost in their thoughts. And then, out of nowhere, a blast ripped through the first-class apartment of a passenger train. Before anyone could figure out what had happened, 6 more blasts followed one after the other. Between 6:23 and 6:29 p.m., 7 serial blasts smashed Mumbai railway network. These bomb blasts killed 187 people and injured more than 800 persons. As usual, Indian security agencies blamed the attacks on Islamist militants backed by Pakistan, an allegation the Pakistan government denied. It was claimed that Lashkar-e-Taiba leader Azam Chima, also known as Professor and Babaji, was the mastermind of this conspiracy. One of the accused brought 6 Pakistanis in Mumbai and a meeting to plan terror attacks was held in Bandra. The anti-terrorism squad launched an investigation. Within weeks, they arrested 30 men, accusing them of being part of a larger conspiracy. A charge sheet was filed under the Maharashtra Control of Organized Crimes Act, also known as MACOCA. Multiple Indian agencies later offered contradictory findings. The Mumbai Crime Branch and even the Delhi police claimed that the real culprits were operatives of Students' Islamic Movement of India (RSIMI) and the Indian Mujahideen. Anyhow, when trial started, Special Public Prosecutor Raja Thakure informed the court that these terrorists got training in Pakistan and labeled the accused as merchants of death. So during 2015, after a long legal process, Special Court Judge Y.D. Shinde convicted 12 of the accused. 5 were sentenced to death, while 7 were given life imprisonment. The accused, who were later convicted by the special court, have been in jail since then. One of them, Kamal Ansari, who had been sentenced to death, died of COVID in 2021. Appeals in this regard were filed in Bombay High Court. In July 2024, Bombay High Court formed the 2 judges bench for this case. Justice Anil Kilor and Shyam Chandak over the next 6 months conducted more than 75 sittings and examined 92 prosecution witnesses while over 50 defense witnesses. In the 667 pages order on Monday, High Court quashed the conviction of the all accused and directed their immediate release. The court noted that the prosecution has utterly failed in establishing the case beyond reasonable doubt. It was hard to believe that the accused committed the crime. The judgment stated that punishing the actual culprits of a crime is a concrete and essential step towards curbing criminal activities and upholding the rule of law. But creating a false appearance of having solved the case gives a misleading sense of resolution. The court observed that the identification parade was not conducted properly. Witnesses lack credibility. Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act, also known as MACOCA, was invoked without application of mine. The High Court, in a detailed analysis of the case and evidence on record, remarked that while prosecution has referred to Al-Qaeda manual for many things, nothing is brought on record about this. The judgment says that the alleged connection of the accused with Azam Chima and Lashkar-e-Taiba could have been established with the help of CDRs, but no such evidence was presented before the court. In short, this judgment is a major blow and serious setback for Indian government, who has blamed Pakistan after Pahalgam incident in same manner. Thanks for your time. Keep watching for more vlogs. I would be waiting for your valuable feedback. Do subscribe my channel and hit bell icon if you wish to get notifications of new videos. Bye.